Hey guys.
Hiya.
Hello.
Welcome to the Shrewsbury Biscuit Podcast. I'm your host, Shane Hinton, and Alex is not here again today. You can't get the staff, can you? You just can't get the staff. He just keeps bailing on me all the time. But you're stuck with me anyway. And with me today is Alex and Luke, as always.
Hello. Right.
Yeah, can I just ask, can you always see while the theme's playing that I'm dancing along, or is this just my own
I can see you.
Oh no. Okay.
I can see everybody.
Sorry, suddenly a massive light just come in. Now I have to redo all my lighting. I think I'll leave it like that. No, that's fine. Can have that. Take it or leave it.
So, did you guys have a good bank holiday? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was banging. What about you, Shane?
Yeah.
It was all right. It was good. Weather was rubbish.
Yeah.
But, I think that's to be expected with bank holidays nowadays, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
I think that's a new reality. But no, it was good. Spent some time with the kids. In fact, I went for a walk with Al. So at least I know he's definitely still alive. So that's a good start.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good. And then Monday afternoon, I spent the afternoon blitzing my kid's bedroom because it looked like literally a bomb had gone off in it. I no longer want to see. By the way, I have a daughter, right, and she's into her beads at the moment. Like little making
the beads phase,
and also those weird they look like cotton reel things, like they're like little mini tubes that like you kind of make pictures out of, and then you kind of iron them to make them sort of go to turn into a picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
everywhere they are. Driving me insane. They are absolutely everywhere, and it's just so that's what I did on my bank holiday afternoon was picking up beads. But anyway, back to the point. Reduce to clear. I'm actually quite excited about this. It's been a while since we've had anybody worthy of talking about on the show.
All right.
Sorry, we'll leave.
Oh my god! Apologies to everybody who's been on recently.
Oh no! Like Simon Fisher, Becker, and Winter, and that they've been brilliant. It's just these two muppets. The last episode was a lot of fun. It was just a bit of a catch-up show. If you haven't heard it yet, go and give it a listen. It is a bit different to what we normally do on the Biscuit. It's a bit more fun, a bit more laid back, but that's how I roll.
Alex did say the funniest thing he's ever said, though, so that's reason enough to listen.
What was
back.
it?
Well, he actually spoke for a start.
I can't remember. It was something about. It was grapes. It was on the topic of grapes, and we'll
well
back there.
Find out. You got to go listen to it, guys. There you go. That's incentive. There
you go. So, Luke, do you want to introduce your lovely guest that you brought on? Who's been waiting patiently to actually be acknowledged.
Yeah, I was going to say. So,
thank you, Shane. Thank you.
All right.
We're joined today with the star of Reduced to Clear. He's the big star of Reduced to Clear. I should have pre-written an intro.
Where are you going with this?
It's only Edward Heckin Tidy.
Hello.
The first thing I said, when Luke sent me your IMDb, I said first thing I said was your name's wrong.
Yeah.
Well, so the interesting thing is when I got naturalized, it did get changed to Edward Heckin Tidy because there wasn't an actual translation 1-to-1 for the middle name. So I was amazed that you guys knew what my middle name was. Just by looking at it like that. I haven't told anyone. It's really good work. I'm impressed you managed to get to the bottom of that. I'm of course being incredibly sarcastic. Neither of my middle names are Heckin. And now I'm going to have an argument with my mum and dad about it.
Why am yeah. So Edward, the whole point of this is I want to kind of delve into you a little bit. As much as I've been spending the first 5-10 minutes of this show talking about me and these two Egypts. I want to talk about you. I want to sort of dig into you and where you started and your background and stuff. So over to you, I guess. It's where
You've got 45 minutes, Edward.
My mum was my dad was a blacksmith.
My dad was not a blacksmith. My dad, I think, I think works in a profession as far away from being a blacksmith as you possibly can. So I was born in Geneva in Switzerland.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Then I moved to San Francisco, and then I moved to Sevenoaks in Kent.
That's a bit of a downgrade, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I really enjoyed my time in Sevenoaks. People are always like, "Wow, that doesn't really keep on the level of traveling that you've done." And then I moved to Jersey and the Channel Islands, up to Edinburgh, then down to London, where I went to drama school, and have lived here ever since. Actually, here in London, since graduating. Done film, TV, and stage work. And then during the pandemic, I noticed a casting call for a short film that looked interesting, and I auditioned for it. I didn't get it, unfortunately, and then the next day, Reduced to Clear came up. And here we are. Don't tell Alex and don't tell Luke.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
brilliant, excellent. I'm not.
Hate those.
So was it from a young age? Was it Ed? Is it Ed or Edward?
Whichever. Ed for preference. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I can do Ed. It's easier for me to talk. So, did you know from a young age that you wanted to get into acting? Was that something you always wanted to do, or?
Yeah. It was something that I always really enjoyed. Like, I enjoyed dressing up. I'm the youngest of 4 children, so I think it's kind of a desperate cry for attention thing. So which is excellent, and I'm sure many people could read into that. I think I remember when I was doing the Pied Piper of Hamelin at school, I was like, that was when I realised that I really, really enjoyed acting. And the role that I got to play really allowed me to transform, because I played a rat, and for some reason, at an all boys school, I was cast as the single female rat, which I don't remember actually being in the Pied Piper of Hamelin. And the costume I got given was, I think, fluorescent yoga pants. I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to live my life. I was like, and from that moment on, I was sold. Yeah,
it was the yoga pants, wasn't it? It was.
Oh, they're so comfortable. I can't think of any other no other profession allows you to wear a yoga but personal trainer. I should have been a personal trainer.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I need to go.
See you later, Luke.
Yeah, have a good one, guys. Take the film as well.
Stretch denim, by the way. Stretch denim is a game changer. Have you not? Oh, right. No. Hold Reduced Clear a minute, right? And you seriously need to discover stretchy denim. I'm like, I'm a weird shape, right? So I'm tall. I find it. I've got big thighs, right? And I find it difficult to find jeans that fit me in the thighs, but then actually fit me decently around the waist, because they seem to think if you've got thighs of a certain size, you're going to have about 50-inch waist, and it's really annoying. Until my brother-in-law turned around to me and goes, "Why don't you get some stretchy denim?" I was like, What? Get some what? And he said, "Stretchy denim." I said, "It's not women wear. It's not like jeggings, basically." And he's like, "No, you can get men's stretchy denim." I was like, "What?"
Where?
I went, everywhere.
I have one pair of stretchy denim jeans, and they're nice, but also take a short while to get used to, because you're like, but these are jeans, but they don't feel like jeans.
Yeah,
we're living in the future.
Honestly, they are a game changer. And now all I buy is stretchy denim. That's it. I don't buy any other jeans now. It's just stretchy denim.
Short shoes.
Yeah, stretchy everything. Stretchy shoes.
The future is now. Amazing.
So, with regards to the acting sort of thing, were you that kid in all the family videos and the pictures and stuff that was just like, oh, Ed's at it again?
Actually, I wasn't actually. I was quite a quiet child. I think a lot of the actual like performance side of me came out when I was on stage or whatever. Like family videos, not so much. I was always quite probably.
That's probably the youngest child thing as well, isn't it? I suppose you kind of, as a youngest child, you kind of get overpowered a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure my siblings will say that I'm talking complete nonsense, and say like, because I always think of myself as quite a quiet person, and then my sister's like, "Can you just be a little bit? Can you just tone it down for a minute?" I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, okay.
So it might be that I'm completely misremembering everything, and there's this huge pile of home videos, which is just me being an absolute terror. But I think it was sort of 13 or 14 when we were allowed to like start picking the GCSEs that we wanted to do, and then I picked drama, and that was when it really did start to like hit home. So I had a fantastic teacher who encouraged a lot of creativity in all of us, and then we also had like we also had house drama where we all did different plays, and then we had like a school play as well. So we had loads of opportunities to explore that, and I think that kind of built and built and built. And then I did ancient history at university, obviously, because that's the logical choice to make.
Yeah.
Ancient history.
If it wasn't for the ancient history degree, we wouldn't have cast you in Reduced to
I pulled the wool over your eyes because I dropped out after my first year.
Alex, yeah, we need to just have a chat. Hang on.
And he's gone, and he's out. Good lord. Yeah. Good.
Okay, the verdict is, Edward, you're out. I'm sorry, it just won't work out.
Oh, this comes up so much more often than you might think. Actually. The number of times the dig, they were like, "Oh, sorry."
So Ed, like,
yeah,
moving forward then from the sort of child Ed, when was it when you really started to sort of break into the kind of the acting kind of scene, if you like? What was your like break? Was it sort of into your late teens or something?
Oh no, it was probably I mean, I went to drama school very late. I went when I was 24, I think. No, yeah, 24. Wow. Yeah. Because they obviously it was one of those situations where I was doing what I think my parents wanted me to do, and then my parents were like, "This isn't necessary. We just want you to be happy." Yeah. Is what they said essentially. And we had this conversation after I dropped out of university, and they said, "Well, why have you? Why have you ever felt that we wanted you to do this certain thing?" And it's just one of those things where you build up all of these unconscious biases and these unconscious expectations that you think other people have. So yeah, I graduated, I think, 26, I think. Yeah. So yeah, it took a while.
And did you manage to get a gig like straight away, or did that take a bit of time?
No. I mean, I still have to work like on and off between jobs. But I think I was working in a call center for a couple of months after I graduated, selling people wine over the phone, which was just as fun as it actually sounds. Yeah. And read into that whatever you will.
No, can you explain? I'm interested. How do you sell wine over the phone?
Well, Alex, good question. I'm glad you asked. Are you of a legal age to have wine? Is generally the first question. And then if they say no, you say thank you for your time. Have a lovely day. And if they say yes, then you're like, can I sell you some wine? And generally they say no, because I'm very bad at sales.
Which is really the part that we want to draw in on as mine.
That's the life experience, really talking through the episode.
Did you ever make any crazy sales as a phone wine salesman? I've never heard that. Sorry, but
more than you might think. Actually, it was quite shocking.
All right.
Alex, write down next script idea.
Yeah, hold on. Ancient history wine salesman.
I think it'll make millions.
So we just got to figure out how to cast.
If only we knew someone who did ancient history and was an over-the-phone wine salesman. The most niche thing I've ever heard.
I'm thinking Matt Damon.
Oh yeah,
he is a chameleon. To be fair, he's absolutely fantastic.
Isn't everything being done by Tom Hardy at the moment? Anyway.
He's not on Dwayne Johnson.
Cast Dwayne Johnson.
He sold wine in person,
Yeah, damn it.
If Dwayne Johnson tries to sign you wine, you take it.
I'm still thinking Bill Nye. I think he's a genius.
You think everybody's a genius, Luke?
Yeah,
but in all fairness, Bill Nye is like, oof,
You've got an actress sat right here,
like. Yeah,
I'm trying to phrase Bill Nye is fantastic.
I'm trying to phrase my Bill Nye comments wisely, but if I had any list of like, you could get anyone in a movie, Bill Nye is number one on that list.
Yeah,
Edward shortly after, of course, but Bill Nye.
I completely agree. I completely agree with that decision. Bill Nye is fantastic.
Okay.
He seems like a delight.
Yeah, there was a Twitter thread a while ago of people with their experiences with meeting Bill Nye. No one had anything bad. Like, everyone was just saying that he's like the loveliest man ever. He smuggles Marmite through airports. There's a fun fact. He exclusively wears suits. He's the celebrity that most British people end up meeting at some point in their life. Like, it's incredible. I know people who've worked with Bill Nye, and apparently he's a lovely, lovely man. There's a production designer I know. This is the Bill Nye show now, by the way. It's a production designer I know who worked with Bill Nye on a film, and then 12 years later worked with Bill Nye on another film, and Bill remembered the name of his dog, and it's just like, you're amazing, Bill Nye. So Bill Nye, if you're listening, email me, luke@lukeallen.co.uk.
No. I don't think I'll email you, sadly, but
I will wait.
Like, you did all of that for nothing, Luke. He's never gonna. Well, he might do, but not because of this. Unless he does, that'd be crazy. Actually,
he's just a big Shrewsbury Biscuit fan. He's never.
He listens to every episode. Ed, I had a bit of a giggle at your IMDb. If I'm going on a serious note, because I'm pretty sure that you're actually the Doctor from Doctor Who, because you're able to go into the future.
Yes. Is that from the corner of my eye? Yes. So it's it does happen sometimes where they put the release date for the film. But yes, my other gig when I'm not a phone wine salesman is to actually travel through time, which you might think is more lucrative. But I don't use it to make any money. It's really quite stupid.
You just steal the wine from those you sell from.
Well, that's why he makes so much money on the wine sales. He goes forward in time, steals the wine, and goes back and sells it.
Exactly. I go forward in time and I work out which grapes are going to be selling really well, and then I go back in time and then I completely forget it. My memory's like a sieve, and I always forget to take a notepad with me. So it's not the best idea I've ever had, and it's probably thinking about it. I should share this technology with the world, but I don't know if anyone's ready for it. That's the real issue.
Phone wild salesman unite. Time travel. Write that down, Alex.
I definitely work in the ancient history part with that, right? Like, how do you know what sells? Well, studied ancient history, mate. You could work that in so well, right?
The strange thing is, we sat for weeks and weeks coming up with the idea for Reduce Declare, and this is just
this writes itself. To be fair,
we had And I'm going to guess there's a slight chance that this has not been done before.
You reckon? You think? So anyway, back to the point, Luke.
What the heck was the point?
I've got a really bad memory.
Who are you again?
Where am I?
I think most people will probably recognise you if they're going to see something, probably from either The Getaway or The Crown, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yes, probably.
How did you end up getting on The Crown? Was it just by chance?
Yeah, I got cast in it.
Cool. Anyway,
so I well, Shane, this could take a while. Let me get my whiteboard. You have these things called auditions, and if you do really, really well, or if you can bribe people heavily enough, as in my case, then occasionally with wine that I'm like, this has travelled back in time. This is from a year that hasn't even happened yet, and they're like,
people say that wine ages best. But actually, just
I don't know how that works going forward in time, mate. I don't think that. I don't think that works the same.
Or we could call the film Wine Travel. Like time travel. Call it Wine Travel. And like the wines get better over time because he time travels. Okay. So he gets the wine, then he time travels to the future, so it's like matured and expensive. And then you sell it like that. That's so good. I'm writing this down. It's actually pretty good. And
this
then
is happening.
Yeah.
Based on a true story.
Yeah. Well.
Wine Traveller, the Edward Tidy story, starring
Edward Heckin Tidy. It's Edward Heckin Tidy. Thank you.
The Edward Heckin Tidy story, starring Matt Damon and Bill Nye as the wine.
Bill would pull it off.
Yeah,
Who'd get a Best Supporting Artist for Oscar for the wine?
Dwayne Johnson can play Alex Yousefi.
But yes, sorry, that was an incredibly sarcastic answer to a legitimate question. My agent contacted me and I got an audition for it, and I was lucky enough to land the part.
Yeah, cool. And how was that? What was working like? Because obviously, I'm assuming then that working on things like because you've done a couple of shorts, haven't you? You've done a few short films. Going from that to then working on something like The Crown, which is obviously quite a big operation, isn't it? It's quite a big sort of thing. What was that like for you then, making that transition from such a small sort of outfit to a bigger one?
It was simultaneously like completely surreal and completely normal, because when you know how to work on when you know how to work on a script, and you know how to work on camera, and you know how to do your job as an actor, it doesn't really matter the size of it. You just have to bring the work that you've done, bring the truth of the character.
Exactly, Bill Nye. You don't have to make big movies. You can be in our wine movie.
Yeah, come on, Bill. So it was all of the accoutrement that went alongside it was frankly ridiculous. Just the amount of money. Like, I'd never worked on anything like that. Like, I had a trailer, despite the fact that I only had a few lines, and there was someone asking me what I wanted for breakfast and stuff like that. So that was really fun, and I had a good giggle about that when I got into my trailer and was getting changed. I was like, this is ridiculous.
I've got a star on my door.
Yeah. Exactly. I was like, wait, this is Matt Smith's trailer. Oh no. Sorry. But yeah, it was amazing. I'd love to do it again, really. Yeah.
Did you learn? Was there anything from that working in a bigger outfit that you actually sort of learned that you'd bring forward?
Oh, in terms of, do you mean
just in general, really? Just sort of with regards to your career as an actor.
Don't be afraid to talk to people on the set. I
can imagine it can be quite intimidating, can't it? I guess.
Yeah. just know that everyone there is. It's something that you hear quite often. Actually, is everyone there is wanting to make the best thing possible, and so often people feel like they're isolated, and especially actors can feel that they're isolated because they're separate to the crew. But everybody is there to support each other and to make the best thing they possibly can. So as long as you're committed and you're working and you're doing the best, like doing to your mind the best thing that you can, then don't be afraid to ask people for help, because people want to help. I think is a fundamental thing to remember about people. And the sun shines on me as it gets to
just when you landed that really sort of like pinnacle bit of advice, just the sun just glares down on your face. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful moment. I got a tear in my eye, actually. I can kind of get that. I mean, I can kind of I've heard a few times that you get a lot of the time where the extras are separate to the actors, and then even some of the actors are separated, and it's all very sort of organized in that way. And I don't fully understand why, but I assume there must be a reason for that. But
yeah. I mean, I suppose that side of it I can understand in terms of like. No, as in I can understand what you said. I don't know why it's done like that, because I don't have enough experience working on larger sets to talk about that. But even then I think, well, depending on which set you're on as well, depending on the director that you're working with, depending on the people around you, I suppose. Generally, the people that I worked with on short films, people that I worked with on The Crown, everyone was really, really supportive of each other. And if anyone had an issue or anyone wasn't sure what was going on, they just asked, and everyone was made to feel really welcome. Like even talking to Stephen Daldry, the director, he's an amazing director, an amazing person as well. Actually, really, really lovely.
It kind of makes everything a bit easier, doesn't it? When the people that are in charge are actually decent. Oh,
I'm a little stutter here.
He's got a really good pose, hasn't
he? Alex, take over in your best Edward voice.
No. Just then and there. Sorry, going to put a pin in that. Oh, I think he's back from the dead.
Or he's going
again.
I think he's back.
What were we talking?
This is just the issue with doing sort of podcasts like this. This is the issue, isn't it? You just get network problems, and that's okay.
Yeah. It happens.
It's quite weird because your main studio, I walk past that building most days of the week, and it's so weird to be like, hey, I've never been there, but I'm on the show all the time.
We're not there anymore.
Are you not?
No, we moved out.
When did you move out?
During lockdown. Somebody rented the unit, so we moved out. So we're now studioless at the moment. Sorry, what were you saying, Evan? Before?
Sorry. Yeah, I think my Wi-Fi had a problem with me gushing about people. Basically, I was just saying, like, everyone that I've worked with has always been incredibly kind and generous, and that's from the runners to the directors to the extras to the actors to whoever. Like, on The Crown, Stephen Daldry, who was the director, made sure to check in with everyone. Checked in with the extras, checked in with the AD, checked it late. Obviously, he had his thing to do, but after he called cut, he would just go in. He would like nod, shake hands, would just be like, "Yeah, how are you doing?" to the extras, and then he would talk to the actors, let them know what was going on. But yeah, just being really generous and just having that kind of welcoming attitude, I think, massively helped on the production.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. It's a bit like when you start a new job, isn't it? Well, literally is, It's when you start a new job and you go there, and as long as all the management and the people that are in charge are actually really friendly and your colleagues are really friendly, it makes that integration really, really easy, doesn't it? Whereas if you go into a job and you get isolated and you get cold, receptions and stuff like that, yeah, it makes it a lot more difficult, doesn't it? You don't feel that warm welcome. So it's really good that director's made everybody feel like that. And I can imagine with a set that big, he's really busy.
Yeah,
he's really busy, and he's still got time to make a point of doing that. That's really good.
Yeah, that was the nice thing. Like everyone kind of knew that and knew how nice it was.
And that concludes that segment of the show.
It keeps dropping in and out. So,
are you on 4G or Wi-Fi?
I'm on Wi-Fi, which is really gonna have to have a communication with the.
We do sometimes find that 4G can be a bit better. Sometimes.
Does that come out of the Biscuit budget? You pay us 4G now.
What budget? We haven't got any. We are looking for sponsors. Yeah. But yeah, so
he's smiling.
I'll pass over to you two. So, what was it then about Edward that made you sort of cast him? What about him made you sort of how did he catch your eye?
I feel like in complete honesty, have no idea.
His mannerisms, he was perfect.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was perfect, but there wasn't a kind of key. Oh, he's doing that. There was we watched loads of self tapes. There was just that's not quite right. That's not quite right. And then Edward, it was like, that's better than right. That's perfect. And it's just we don't know what that was.
Hello.
So we don't know. I don't know specifically what that was. Hello.
Hi, sorry. It's. I think there's two networks in this house, and my phone is trying to connect. It sometimes jumps onto the wrong one.
Sorry.
Technology is a wonderful thing.
Luke was just saying how amazing you are. So as you were, Luke.
Yeah, I was just saying that we were going through the self tapes. And it was just there was something about it. It was just literally we both. I sent it over to Alex because I think it came through to my email because Backstage is like that. And I sent it to Alex straight away, and I was like, I think this is our guy. And then thankfully Alex agreed and was like, yeah, this guy's our guy. But we were like, well, we can't just tell him straight away he's got the parts. We were like, we'll ask him to have a callback Zoom meeting. And then we did a Zoom read through did a couple of audition scenes with him, whilst we both knew full well we were ending it by saying you've got the part, and then he got the part, and that was it. I also got very excited when I found out that he was a Doctor Who fan, which was also just an extra step because that's always nice, especially with Simon involved. It's like, oh yeah, it's going to be fun.
What about you, Alex?
Yeah, that was kind of mind blowing.
What did I see in Edward?
Yeah, like
I saw a spark in his eyes, Shane, and I liked his mannerisms. I liked his look. He had the voice. He had it all. You know, when Luke said I said he was like we both said he was better than perfect. Like he genuinely, it's the same. It's like it was perfect. It's like it just dropped in our laps because we kind of knew what we were looking for, but kind of didn't. We were like, we want this sort of thing, but it's going to be weird because nobody's going to be like that. And then he stumbled along with his little old audition tape and blew it out the water. And then we were like, yeah, I feel like we're going to do this. It's him. It's got to be him. And then we gave him the little old Zoom read through thing. And then it just confirmed it. We were like, yeah, set. This guy's got the part, and he had a cool name. That was mainly it, but everything else was, I guess, there too.
Yeah, you'll notice that we exclusively have people with cool names.
Luke, you need to take notes, okay? Because he's just made you look rubbish. That's how you compliment an actor, all right? Like that's what you need to do, okay?
This is why Bill Nye won't be in my movies.
You don't really need to compliment actors. It's not like we live for.
You don't have to, but when it's you, Edward, our lead, and you just deserved it, really. You deserve the compliments. You deserve more.
But, It was,
Yeah.
I was about to cry.
but yeah, it was just, as Alex said, cool names are also very helpful. We only have people with cool names on board, as you'll notice.
Yeah.
Winter Phonander. We got a sound guy called Billy Bannister. Like, we've got cool people.
We do.
You just need a Shane Hinton, don't you? Have you told Edward about that? By the way,
about the little old where's Bonnie, where's Shane?
The Easter egg.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be an Easter egg and reduced to clear. Where it's going to be like Spot the Shane in the film, and I'm going to be propped up somewhere.
Nice.
In the film in the background somewhere, just stood there, just looking weird.
We haven't thought any more about this.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I have. I've got loads of ideas. I've been writing this.
Solid. Yeah. just slowly appears behind me in one scene. I'm like,
over the course of the film, Edward's face is slowly being CG superimposed into Shane by the end.
Yeah.
Do you notice? The points.
That's some like M. Night Shyamalan sort of stuff. That is, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll think of some.
Yeah.
Do you actually have ideas, Shane? Or were you making that up?
I've always got ideas. I was born with
right. You're an
I've got
idea man.
Young Alex, I've got aspirations.
He was born with ideas, but exclusively ideas of Reduced to Clear and where he was going to be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He was just as soon as he was born, he was like back of the shop.
I was thinking, world domination, populating the world, and being in the backdrop of Reduced to Clear.
All right. At least you got your priorities.
Well, those are my 3 life goals.
Oh no! Ed has turned into the spinny man again.
Shane, now's your chance. Turn into Edward briefly, and we'll ask you a couple of questions.
I can't be that good.
Now
he speaks like proper English for a start.
Oh no!
I can barely.
Is that you? Oh no! He's turned into tarmac. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Panic over.
So, Edward, what was it? What was it about Reduced to Clear then? That apart from it being your fallback job because the other one fell through, what was it about Reduced? I think he's frozen again.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm
talking to a statue, aren't I?
To the audio. Good luck.
I'm sorry, Alex. Oh, he's gone.
It's what he would have wanted.
He might come back in a minute.
Yeah. Well, we can carry this on for a moment or two without him.
So would you like me to tell you what Edward saw in our project? He saw hope. He saw a chance to be a star. He saw the greatest script he's ever read in his life, and he thought, I want to be in that flipping movie. That's just what his words in his head. He went, I want to be in that flipping movie. And I am Edward Heckin Tidy, and I can be in any flipping movie I like. And then he was like, sorry,
Has
Spielberg.
He been drinking?
Reduced to Clear.
Yeah.
Is he okay?
You're a maniac. All right.
Absolute lunatic.
Calm down, son. Yeah, no, I think he was. I want to know what he thought. I want to know what his expectations were, but we can't get inside the brain of Edward, can we? Because there must have been something.
That's the plot of our next movie. We can't give that away. The brain of
we can't.
We're doing Being John Malkovich, but Edward Tidy.
We've got so many movie ideas and stuff now. At this point,
and most of them started as jokes like this, and then just became okay. We're doing it.
I wonder how many films that have ever been made that literally started off as a joke.
Oh no, there's got to be loads, like tons.
It has to be. There's one of my favorite YouTube channels used to do a load of. I used to watch this Doctor Who YouTube channel called 5 Who Fans. They ended a couple of years ago, and I remember they blatantly said that most of their videos started as jokes, where it was like, "I'm going to do a video where I break into Paul McGann's house," and then they just make a video where it looks like they're breaking into the house of Paul McGann, and it's just like, yeah, that's kind of where I want to be at. But we've got ideas. Like, our next big one definitely started as a joke, and then that became this is the film we're doing next. But we can't talk about that yet. But you know which one I'm talking about.
No, I mean, kind of. Like, there's a few in my head, but we have talked about.
It's the main one that we're talking about.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The one about the thing, Alex. About the thing.
There's numbers in the title, yes?
There are numbers in the title.
Okay, there's numbers in the title. I may have given away the whole film, but that's it. No. But no, I feel like...
Yes, we're making Toy Story 2 again.
Oh, I feel like
Toy
people...
Story 2.5.
I mean, yeah. What are your opinions, Shane, on the Toy Story franchise? Give us a rank. 1 to 4.
1 to 4?
Yeah, go rank them in order. Like best is
just in order. Just in order.
You think that it gradually gets worse as you see the deterioration of the franchise?
No, I think they're all solid films. I like the Toy Story series.
I think it's Toy Story 2, Toy Story 1, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4.
I like Toy Story 3 the most. And then 1, and then 2, and then 4.
2 cannot rank that low. It's not right.
When did I put 2? 3rd? I'm not a big fan. Stinky Pete's just not my jam. And Luke's gone. All right.
Good.
It's just me and you, Shane.
I'd like to talk about the Paddington movies, please.
Why?
Because they're amazing. They're like my favourite film franchise. Like Paddington. Paddington 2 is a classic.
You mean like Paddington Bear?
Yeah, Paddington. Have you not seen Paddington 2?
The new one?
Yeah.
No.
It is currently, genuinely, right, the highest rated film on all of Rotten Tomatoes. It just beats Citizen Kane.
I hate.
No word of a lie. Paddington 2 is one of my favourite films, and now I find out that it's considered the best film on Rotten Tomatoes. I love it so much, and you have to watch Paddington 2. It sounds like it's like a sequel to a kids movie, but both of them are great. But Paddington 2 especially, it's just one of the best movies I've ever seen.
If I'm honest, Luke, I'm more of a Ted kind of guy.
Oh.
Ted is fine, but it's not Paddington. I was watching the BBC's cinema Secrets of Cinema series that Mark Kermode, the film critic, does, and he did one about like the history of comedy, and he did like all these great British comedies, and among like all these top classics was just Paddington 2, and I was like, yes, Paddington 2 is one of the best movies ever, and it's just I love it so much, and Hugh Grant's in it playing an evil stuck-up actor, and it's just like.
Do you want to know what one of my most favourite films is?
Hit me.
And I've watched a lot of films over the years. One of my favourite films is World's Fastest Indian.
Oh, no, it's a shame. I've never heard of it or seen it or anything.
We need to watch it. It's actually really good. Anthony
World's
Hopkins.
Fastest Indian.
Mm-hmm.
Would it? I feel like this could be crazy assumption, but is it about the world's fastest Indian? And is he a racer?
Yeah.
Well, a runner, right?
No.
Olympic racer or driver?
Rider. Indian is a make of motorbike.
Oh, sugar. Yeah, I should have got that.
Oh, wait.
Here we go. Reduced to clear talk. Edward Tide
back on track.
Back on
Hello.
track.
Edward, what do you think of Paddington 2?
Oh, yeah. This conversation took a massive detour since you left. It's your fault.
What do you think of Paddington 2, Edward?
Don't go to sleep, Edward. We need you with us. Open your eyes.
Edward Hardy, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This is not my first radio.
Here it is.
Before you cut out again, Edward, Paddington 2, what do you think?
One of the greatest films I've ever seen. Only surpassed by Paddington 1.
You can cut all this out.
Oh, Paddington 2 is better than Paddington 1. I will die.
Wait, which do I prefer? Oh no, Paddington. The only bit about Paddington 2 I didn't like was the prison bits, and that's because.
And Shane, if you haven't seen Paddington 2, yes, Paddington Bear ends up in prison. And
isn't that most of the movie?
I was going to say
Edward said he doesn't like them bits.
Oh no!
Woo! Oh no!
He's talking without moving his mouth. Edward.
Edward Tidy is not only ancient history, wine salesman, a time traveller, but he's also a ventriloquist.
I feel How can we round this back to Reduce to Clear?
I don't know. I think
Because
we've got
Paddington 2 is
now.
one of the greatest films ever made. And you know what else is one of the greatest films ever made? Reduced to Clear.
Paddington 1.
It's not been made. Yeah,
But it will be. But no, like genuinely, Paddington 2 is number one on Rotten Tomatoes. Because Shane just doesn't believe me that it's a good movie. And I just
Well,
want to...
Shane, why?
I haven't seen it. I'm sorry.
I'm not that
Okay.
fussed on it.
I thought you'd seen it and you disagreed and thought it was a bad film.
No, I said it, and I said Paddington 2 was great, and Shane just looked really confused, and I want to.
Oh, okay.
That's how I look. I don't really think that much
That's
of
your
it.
face, Alex. It's just the way you look.
Alex,
Yeah, I
Alex,
guess.
you've seen Paddington 2.
I've seen it. Yeah, I didn't think much of it. But then again,
Okay.
I haven't seen
People
it
are
in a
allowed to have
while.
opinions. even
Yeah.
if they're wrong.
I feel like maybe it's like Luke always says, a great family film for everybody. But
It
Have I
like,
ever said that?
It made me cry. I
you always
cried at Paddington 2, and I'm not
Did you
ashamed to admit
actually?
that. Yeah.
I cried at Paddington 2 and Paddington
Yeah.
1.
I didn't cry.
That bit in Paddington 2 that I know. Yeah.
Mhm.
I read.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you a video later, which is a theory that makes that sadder.
Oh, don't do that. What are you trying to do to the man?
Oh no.
But yeah, it's What else was I going to say? There was a point that was going to be made.
No, there wasn't. It was going to be about Paddington.
We lost the point
Probably.
ages
Oh yeah,
ago, mate.
I was going to say that as I Move by Minute podcast host, I may or may not have booked out both Paddington movies on the spreadsheet just in case to do like the
Nice.
Paddington Minute eventually. I'd have to find someone to co-host it with me, but I will do
Nice.
Paddington minute by minute, and it will be flipping brilliant.
Yeah.
Heckin,
And I'm
brilliant.
also trying to blag my way onto Paddington 3 at the moment. I've been meaning to send my CV over to the company, and I keep forgetting. But I'll do that later. Yeah. If you're listening,
No,
and you
I
work
was
on
just saying,
Paddington 3, get in touch.
Ed, I was just saying that one of my favourite films of all time, and I've seen it a lot over the years, is World's Fastest Indian. I don't know if you've seen that. He's gone to sleep again.
Yeah, you made him go to sleep, Shane.
He's only awake
Mm.
on Paddington 2.
I feel like that could have been what sent him to sleep, actually, and he did a little
Possibly.
rest afterwards.
Yeah, I would think so as well.
Yeah.
But so yeah, so
We've-
you guys are recording soon, aren't you?
What? Recording soon?
What, in terms of filming? Or
Yeah.
well, we got like 3 months. Don't
That
say
is,
that.
that's like mad, actually.
That is. I realised it today. 3 months.
What I
and I
was-
was like, what the heck?
I don't think it was sooner than that. I genuinely thought it was sooner than that.
Nah.
We're in for the long haul. We're filming between the 21st and 23rd of August. That's official now.
That's exciting that you got a date though, isn't it?
We've got a
It
setup
is.
date on the 20th. It's all in place. I haven't actually finished filling out the form for the location, so I can't say where they are just yet in case, that all changes by the time I finish filling out the form. But
Yeah.
we got that sorted. I'm trying to figure out how production insurance works. I don't like it very much because that's just like, hey, money in case no one die. I mean, we don't want people to die. It'd be a bit of an inconvenience if we don't get to finish our take. But so it's
Savage.
Yeah.
it's not really. But yeah, so that's trying to find space for that in our budget, I guess. Although I recently got me a part-time job to fund the film, so maybe it just comes out of my pocket instead. Who knows? But there we go. That's what we did the read through last week.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I was going to bring up, yeah.
You did
That
the
was
read
great.
through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Alex with his cap on. Yeah, we got Luke next to me looking at the floor. It was more interesting than the read through, apparently.
Look at my script.
Edward posing.
Edward's had a
Edward.
haircut.
Edward has had a haircut. Thank you for noticing. Nobody
Should we
else
go-
has noticed.
Shall we go in-
Sorry.
Hold on. If you put that, we can go in order and say who was there. 'Cause
Okay,
people,
go on then.
just for the listeners, so they don't know.
Alex, you step
Next to
in.
me, yes, Luke
You go.
Allen there.
Annette
then
Finch.
Nanette Finch, who is playing Old Lady. She's also the UK's most famous extra, and she's just awesome.
She is delighted about her role.
Yes. Well, she said she did once have to play Old Man's wife, so she
Yeah.
prefers Old Lady to that.
Absolutely abysmal.
So, Alex, who's next?
No, it's your turn. I already said Annette Finch.
Oh, you did.
You go.
We got
Yeah.
Callum Reed, who is our script supervisor.
Mhm.
Lovely guy. He
Yeah.
was there supervising the script.
And his surname's Reed, and he was supervising the script. I mean, come on. Things just really go together, don't they? And then we got Simon Fisher Becker, who's playing the manager. Lovely bloke, just like all of them. They're all, well, not lovely blokes. They're all lovely people. But he's very nice.
I like Simon. He's a really nice guy. I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got...
Dawn Butler, who's playing Barbara. She's nice and has got good chemistry with all the actors.
By the way,
Great.
side note, tell me you've got a Karen.
No, we
Oh,
don't.
why haven't you got a Karen?
Because we don't want
Alex,
that.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
We don't want the stereotype of having a Karen in the shop.
but every shop's got a Karen. Anyway, carry on. Barbara.
Then we got Carl Greenwood, who is playing husband or Pete.
Pete.
Sorry.
Pete is the name of the character.
I forgot his name. I just called him husband.
You wrote
Oh,
his
it's
name.
fine. It's not like you.
Pete. And he is another lovely bloke. Absolutely.
So lovely that you don't know his name.
You wrote his name.
Guys, can we look over this, please? I didn't forget his name, all right.
You mean all those scenes where people just refer to him as husband?
Yeah, then
in Alex's defense, in the early drafts of the script, we didn't name many of our characters. So, talking about characters with brilliant names, we've got Ewan McIntosh, who's playing Customer.
Okay.
And he's also our exec producer and another wonderful guy.
He is. I don't know that next guy. And then we got Sarah Malanga, who's playing the. I'm just going to say wife to annoy. Her name's Lily. Her name's Lily. She's great. She's very nice, and she's fun to do the read through with. I mean, I can't really think of much to say if I'm going to be totally honest, guys. But yeah, they're all lovely.
It's your decision to say something about each person. I was just naming their names, and then we've got Winter Phonander, who I think we all went canoeing for coffee with a couple of weeks ago.
I remember that canoeing. Yes, that was
canoeing for coffee. I can't remember where that tangent came up.
And Winter doesn't actually need a script because Winter makes his own script.
He makes his own damn script.
Yeah, I don't know whether
have
Edward
you heard the Winter
phone
Phonander episode yet of the Reduced to Clear Biscuits?
No, I haven't.
You
did mention this, where he was just like, "I'm going to improvise everything," and you were like,
"Yeah,
good."
If you want to go back and listen to it, it is funny. It
was. You made us all do improv comedy. I wasn't prepared for that.
I didn't make you do it. It was Al that did that.
Well, Shane, you have the powers to make Edward do improv right now.
I did kind of fuel it, really, didn't I?
Well, I'm going to motivate you to make Edward do improv comedy now.
Okay. Cool.
Improv comedy.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. I need to think of a scenario.
I just think you should do this with every
I got one.
Go on,
so you're getting ready to get in a spaceship and you've dropped your helmet, but the guy on the intercom's like, you need to get on. We've got T-minus 10 seconds to get on. Obviously, you'll have longer than 10 seconds because he can't get on and start it without you. And there's a chimpanzee as well going with you. So you've got to incorporate the chimpanzee. And his name's Bobo. So from there, we've got...
What are you talking about?
You've dropped your helmet. Edward, go.
I'm confused.
I'm going to pretend that my internet connection's got really bad.
Alex, why is that in your head fully formed?
That was cocked and loaded. That was like that was bursting to come out. Like,
why isn't this in our document for script ideas?
Well, okay.
I mean, I'll roll with it if you want, but it's going to be weird.
I'll be the chimp. Come on, start it. Let's get the ball rolling.
Bobo.
Shane, be the dude on the intercom. Luke, you be the rocket ship.
Okay, right.
Okay. Stuart, he's doing it again. Bobo's doing it again.
Tony, you need to put your helmet on.
I can't put my helmet on. Bobo's done it again. He's marked his territory in my helmet.
Edward, this is Houston. You have T minus 10 seconds to get your helmets on over.
I'm not putting my helmet on until Bobo apologizes for what he's done to my helmet.
Nah.
I don't know why you're not talking, Bobo. You are a sentient animal, and you know English, and I know you know English. Use your words, Bobo. This is not how we communicate. This is not what NASA paid. This is not what NASA put you
Get
through
on
college
the
for.
spaceship. Jeez.
What?
Oh,
I want an apology, Bobo. You're going to apologize for what you've done to my helmet.
No.
Bobo
does what he wants when he wants.
Bobo, I honestly, you're going to have to do it. Otherwise, I'm not going to take us to Mars, and that means you're not going to get any.
I don't
from
care.
Mars.
Dude on the intercom wants us to leave right now. Hurry up and get on the damn.
Tidy, this is Houston. You have T minus 5 seconds to get your helmet on. Over.
But
Your last, buddy. I'm getting on this ship.
In a minute.
I'm getting on the ship. You gotta come now, or you're not
Welcome
coming
to
ever.
the ship, Bobo. Come join me. The ship.
Well, Bobo, looks like nobody's going to Mars because I've got the keys.
No. And scene. I like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Deleted scenes of Reduced to Clear.
We've just missed award season.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
Honestly, guys, it came from here.
My mom, my dad.
Yeah. Gosh.
And I love you, random citizen.
I love you, random citizen. Just
what the heck was that idea, Alex?
I don't know.
My brain does some marvelous things.
Ed, I'm really excited to see you in action. I'm going to be. That sounds really weird.
Hey, you still haven't managed. He kept cutting out whenever you asked him why he likes our film. So I think we should.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go
on then. Go on. Yeah. So what was it about Reduced to Clear, apart from the fact with it being your fallback job, of course?
Yeah.
What was it that sort of caught your eye?
Oh, I really love the script. There is a specific gag in it, which is not the first character you're introduced to, but the second that actually made me laugh like out loud, which I very rarely get because I have such a obtuse sense of humor. So
I need to chat with you about this afterwards, because if it's the gag that I'm thinking about, then I've just won 1 point. So
okay. Very good. There are other ones but I mean, like that one hooked me, and then there's it's a very, very funny script.
Uh-oh.
It's like the world doesn't want him to say he likes our thing. He likes it, trust me. I've heard it from his mouth. It might not have been here, but he said he likes it.
The Wi-Fi was like Shakespeare, spaceships and Bobo. That's important.
Oh God.
Please release that little clip with no context on like your Facebook earlier in the week.
What, the Bobo and chimpanzee one?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure I can do something.
That'll
sure
definitely go up on my socials. I think that might maybe a career highlight.
There he is. He's back now.
There he is. Tell us you like it. Just say the words, I like the script. It's great. Please say that. We don't have long. Imagine you're about to get on the ship again. Please, just say you like the script. No! What is it? It's Tuesday, Edward. It's only Tuesday.
What difference does that make?
That it's so early in the week.
So, he's back. Just about. Yeah, I think.
We'll see how long for.
Not long, apparently.
Oh dear.
Jeez.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I think Edward would like to say that you can find me on Twitter at llama_pot0, on Instagram at the Ginger Luke, on Facebook at Luke Allen Film, and all podcasts, radio appearances, TV, short films, anything I'm remotely involved in. LukeAllen.co.uk. Come find me on Love Rosie Pod. I think that's what Edward was trying to say before he glitched.
Oh, right.
Love
Okay.
Rosie Pod. Find my show all there, everywhere. One of the best podcasts you'll listen to. Better than the Shrewsbury Biscuit.
That was exactly what I was trying to say.
Yeah, of course. Ed, we come to the end now. In fact, we've probably gone over a little bit, but if people want to find, is there anything you want to sort of plug, any sort of social medias or any websites, or say hello to your mom or something, or whatever you want to do?
Well, my Twitter is tidy_Edward. It's the only social media that I have. I'm not on the Instagram, but yeah, check out Reduced to Clear when it comes out.
Just stare at the IMDb page.
I am genuinely really looking forward to seeing this all come. I'm trying to make sure that I can be there for first day of filming. Stood in the background with our microphones, just looking really awkward, staring at you and being like, so no pressure there.
And then,
Alex, do you want to
come off his stressful day?
I've got myself all nice and comfortable. Alex,
right.
do you want to
everybody settle in, because this is a handful. Right, so you got to grab it and you got to put it in your hands. It's riced, like the food, but with a D at the end, and then you got to have the dot.
Have to repeat it when Edward comes back, because otherwise he's not going to know.
I don't care. So you got the food with the rice, and then you add the D at the end, and then you dot, and then you put by, like B-Y, and then you put the D again, and then daylight, like the opposite of moonlight. So you got daylight, all one word. So thank you. Please check out. That was Instagram, by the way, and just leave it at that, because if I do everything else, I'll be here for another hour. And
don't you normally do Mr. Middle as well?
Oh, we do normally do Mr. Middle. Let me find out what the app.
Edward looked briefly terrified, and I don't know what that was.
Mr. Middle Films, all one word. Check us out on Instagram for any Reduced to Clear updates, and that is our production company Instagram. Yep, that's
awesome.
That's just
Whatever Edward freezes on in a second, can we all just end on that pose?
Yeah, everyone just does the same. So yeah, obviously you can find us on at the Shrewsbury Biscuit Podcast.co.uk. Our website has been made by our good friends over at Web Orchard, who have done a sterling job at doing our website. They've also actually incorporated a form now, I believe, on the website for sponsors. We are a registered CIC. We are looking for sponsors. So if you would like to get involved with that, please fill in the form or drop us an email or message on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter. We're everywhere. The biscuit is everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. And I think
thanks for having us on, Shane.
Edward, it's been an absolute pleasure. I've had a brilliant time, and I genuinely I am looking forward to seeing you in action at some point. I don't know if he can hear me right now. I'm just going to say it anyway, because if he watches this back, at least he'll pick it up then. So yeah, anything else you want to add then, guys?
No, just thanks for having us on, Shane. It's been a great experience.
That's all right. Thank you, Alex. Thank you for that. No one's ever thanked me for that before.
Oh, Edwin said thank you.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he said it in chat.
Oh yeah, cool. But yeah, apologies everybody. Yeah, I'll just read that out. Ed apologizes for his Wi-Fi. It is one of the things, unfortunately, that goes with doing remote interviews like this. It's just what happens. It's just part of the course, isn't it?
If assuming Al is editing this, could Al add a bit of insert audio now of exactly how he feels after having to edit this?
I don't know.
Just ask him. Yeah.
Al does all the editing. I don't do the editing because I don't know how to do it.
So Al, just to make more work for you, add some insert audio here now, saying how you feel after having to edit all of this. And if you don't, then you'll have to at least cut this out, so it's still more work anyway. And haha.
on that bombshell. Let's get out of here, guys. Hold on. Wait. Yeah.
See yous.
Let's get out of here. See you in a bit.
Freeze again.
Bye-bye. Peace out.
Peace.